A very good evening, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And my name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. And this evening, let us talk about what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Recently, we saw President Emmerson Mnangagwa appointing a commission of inquiry regarding the operations happening in the city of Harare. And we need to broadly take a look on the plan which he does have in mind. So recently, we were told about ZANU-PF that they are actually planning to take over Harare, or to take over the urban areas, that is both in council and also in parliament. And this is one of the key strategic plans by ZANU-PF to actually take over Harare. Saka, you would see that the plan initially is to make sure that after the commission of inquiry, what they will do is that they will declare that the councillors or the council is incapacitated, or the council cannot run the city effectively and cannot meet the necessary standards. What is going to happen is that the councillors are going to be suspended. Once the councillors are suspended, Section 80 of the Urban Councils Act is then invoked. And we need to take a look onto what Section 80 of the Urban Councils Act speaks about. It's very important for the people of Zimbabwe to actually understand this piece of legislation which is there, which is the Urban Councils Act. And you would understand that if this is invoked, what it means is the opposition will be decimated left, right, and center, and there won't be any opposition to talk about. This then brings us to a position where we have to know and believe that in Zimbabwe, those who failed to work with Nelson Chamisa and sided with the ZANU-PF, they are doomed. And this is the reality. This is the truth. So let's go to the Councils Act. This is section, and it talks about the minister appointing caretakers to act as council. So if at any time there are no elected councillors from a council area, or all the elected councillors for a council area have been suspended or imprisoned or are otherwise unable to exercise or some of their functions as councillors, the ministers may appoint not more than 3 persons as caretakers, whether or not such persons are qualified through residence or ownership of property to become councillors, to act as the council in accordance with this section. So this is what is going to happen. You are going to see the commission, which was appointed by President Emmerson Mnangagwa right now, the Commission of Inquiry. You are going to see it making a move to say the council has failed to honor its obligations. They failed to deliver. And once that declaration is made, you will see the council being suspended. And once you see that council being suspended, then you will see a commission being appointed. And once a commission is appointed, it will run for 6 months. And after 6 months, there is an option where it can also, and another additional 3 months can also be added. So what it means is once these councillors becomes dormant, and once these councillors fail to operate, at the end of the day, you see that automatically they will lose their position as councillors. Once they lose their position as councillors, there is a risk that by-elections will be called, and once by-elections are called, ZANU-PF will try by all means possible to use its shenanigans to win urban seats in all urban seats in Harare. Once they have managed to do that, they will extend the program to other cities where they are planning to consolidate and make sure that all urban areas are governed by ZANU-PF. So this is the plan, but they want to start by Harare. And once they do that, they have plans, according to some information, they have plans to pour money into stadiums like Mnangagwa, Rufaro. They have plans to pour some money into these stadiums. That is the reason why Mohadi was making a statement that they need to fix this. They're going to intervene and fix this. It's a matter of trying to act as if they are pro people, to act as if they love the people or they can deliver. This is all in preparation of the Mafidi dynasty, such that when Emmerson Mnangagwa is no longer there, the people will still accept the young boys and say, you have seen it with Wanadele Shingwaya, the Pomona project, ground. The reason why they did so is to try and prove, to say, we have people with capacity. So when tomorrow when you are told that Dele Shingwaya is running or has been given a contract to build a stadium, you will not ask questions, because Pomona grounds they will use all those issues as evidence that they can deliver. So this is what they are planning. But the major question will be, will corruption stop? If they manage to push this through, will corruption stop? Will they be able to reduce corruption, which has been happening, which has been hindering progress in the nation of Zimbabwe? So you see that it's a moment of madness, and the team, which is in Harare, is facing a lot of problems and a lot of challenges right there. So we'll continue to watch and see how they're going to actually deal with this whole issue, how they're going to sail through and possibly win. But it's interesting, Team Zimbabwe. It's interesting. It's becoming interesting. Then this brings us to something very important. How can the team Yana Jacob Mafume survive? There are two things. Jacob Mafume can survive, but his friends, I don't see them surviving. Yes, Jacob Mafume can survive, but I don't see his friends surviving. What it means is all the councillors who actually left Nelson Chamisa and started to follow Shavangu, they will be embarrassed. That is the problem which we have, and that is the reality we have to face at this moment in time, which means you are going to see them losing their positions. You are going to see them, this is the last time they are going to be councillors in Harare if this commission is actually appointed. So what it means is that we have to dance around. Remember, Jacob Mafume, there is a contract which he was supposed to give to Wanakuda so that they run that contract for Rufaro Stadium, but he blocked them then in the last government, and they are not happy with that move. So he has been trying to appease his masters. He's been trying by all means possible to be very, very close to him, to them. Meetings crazy. But the greater picture, or the bigger picture, is that no matter how you try to appease him, and there is nothing you do humanly possible to make him change his mind. What it means is there is trouble all over, and there is nothing Jacob Mafume could do to actually stop him. So it depends with the mood. It depends with how the opposition is going to react, because remember, the beneficiaries of all these things have parted ways with Nelson Chamisa. They now belong to Wanawosh Mengube. So this is going to force Wanawosh Mengube to say, despite the challenges available, they are going to actually engage President Emmerson Mnangagwa, then dance around to his tunes or to his demands to have a government of national consensus, which means hakuna councillor achati ndidi, hakuna munhu achatanga kuramba-ramba, unenge wakutongoita zvese zviri kunzi ngazvinge zvichiitwa. So it seems as if these people, there are bigger plans to boot them out, and I've just explained how everything is being planned. So, and this way, guys, your own thoughts, your own thinking, but I've shown you Section 80 of the Urban Councils Act, which is going to be invoked soon after this commission finishes to do its own things. This is a complete takeover of Harare City Council. We are going to wait and see, watch what's going to happen. Are they going to win? It's difficult without Nelson Chamisa, because Nelson Chamisa is the only person who was going to stop all this nonsense. But when he said, guys, let us unite, let us confront this system, let us shame this system, they all refused and they all joined the gravy train. So who's going to suffer is them.